What if the next 6 months could change everything? Most people overestimate a week and underestimate 6 months. So where do you want to be half a year from now? That's where the real magic happens, where lives are transformed. If you're not satisfied with where you are, pay close attention. What follows can be a turning point. Success isn't an accident. It's a choice, a deliberate decision you make every day. And today, right now, you get to make it. Let's break a 6-month plan into pieces you can manage. Big change doesn't happen overnight. Small changes, done consistently, add up to something remarkable. Step 1 is clarity. You must know what you want. It sounds simple, yet many drift like a rudderless ship. Grab a sheet of paper and write your top 3 goals for the next 6 months. Be specific. Don't write, make more money. Write, increase my income by 20%, or start a business that generates $1,000 a month. Vague goals yield vague results. Specific goals create specific outcomes. That's the power of clarity. Now, for each goal, ask yourself why. Why does this matter? What's driving you? When things get tough, and they will, your why is what keeps you moving. When things get tough, and they will, it's your why that keeps you going. Maybe you want to give your family a better life, make a difference in your community, or prove to yourself that you can rise above your limits. Whatever your reason, make sure it's powerful enough to pull you out of bed each morning and keep you moving when you feel like quitting. The second step in your 6-month plan is commitment. Writing goals isn't enough. You must commit to them. Make a promise to yourself that you'll see it through no matter what. This isn't another half-hearted New Year's resolution you abandoned by February. This is a rock-solid, unshakable commitment that says, even when I'm tired, even when it rains, I'll do what needs to be done. Because here's the truth. Success isn't about staying motivated all the time. It's about doing the work, especially when you don't feel like it. That's what separates achievers from dreamers. So how do you strengthen that commitment? Make it public. Tell your friends, your family, your coworkers. Post it if you have to. Once your goals are out there, you're not only accountable to yourself, but to everyone who knows about them. And that quiet fear of public failure can drive you further than you ever imagined. Use it. Let it push you. The third step in your plan is creating a roadmap. A goal without a plan is just a wish, and wishes don't change lives, plans do. Break each goal into monthly milestones. What will you accomplish by the end of month 1? Month 2? Month 3? Be clear, realistic, and bold. If your goals don't stretch you a little, they're not big enough. Growth happens only when you step outside your comfort zone. That's where the transformation begins. That's where growth begins. That's where success is born. Once you've set your monthly milestones, break them down further into weekly and daily tasks. Ask yourself, what must I do each week, each day to stay on track? Maybe it's making 5 sales calls a day. Maybe it's writing 1,000 words for your book. Maybe it's spending an hour mastering a new skill. Whatever it is, make it clear, measurable, and most importantly, non-negotiable. Success isn't about doing extraordinary things. It's about doing ordinary things extraordinarily well, consistently, over time. The small daily actions you take accumulate into massive results over 6 months. The fourth step in our 6-month plan is taking massive action. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Jim, I've tried taking action before, and it didn't work. But here's the truth. Most people start strong, full of excitement, going all out for a week or 2. Then they burn out, lose momentum, and quit. That's not massive action. Massive action is consistent, persistent, relentless effort, day in and day out, rain or shine, good mood or bad. Because here's the secret. Success isn't about intensity. It's about consistency. It's not doing a lot for a short time. It's doing a little every single day for a long time. So how do you take massive action? Start small. Build momentum. Create habits. Once something becomes a habit, it becomes effortless. It becomes automatic. Let's say one of your goals is to write a book in 6 months. Don't start by writing for 5 hours a day. Begin with just 15 minutes daily. No excuses, no exceptions. At first, it may feel slow, but stick with it. After a week, you'll have written nearly 2 hours. After a month, over 7. After 6 months, 45 hours. That's enough for a book. And the best part? By then, writing won't be a struggle anymore. It will be a habit, as natural as breathing. That's the power of consistent, massive action. The fifth step in your 6-month plan is continuous learning. If you want extraordinary results, you must become an extraordinary person, and that happens through constant, never-ending improvement. I'm not talking about going back to school or earning another degree. I'm talking about dedicating time each day to personal growth, learning new skills, expanding your knowledge, and challenging your own assumptions. Read books, listen to podcasts, watch educational videos, attend seminars, and find mentors. Surround yourself with people who are smarter, wiser, and more successful than you. Because here's the truth. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, so choose wisely. And remember, knowledge alone means nothing unless you apply it. Knowledge without action is like holding $1 million check you never cash. So, for every book you read, every podcast you listen to, every seminar you attend, ask yourself, how can I apply this? How can I use it to move closer to my goals? Then act on it. That's how growth happens. That's how you succeed. The 6th step in your 6-month plan is measuring progress. What gets measured improves. If you don't know where you are, how can you tell if you're moving forward? Create a system to track your progress. A journal, a spreadsheet, or an app, whatever fits you best. Track your actions and your results daily. Did you complete your tasks? Hit your weekly milestones? Stay on track toward your monthly goals. Be honest with yourself, because if you're not, the only person you cheat is you. And here's something to remember. Don't focus solely on the results. Focus on the process. If you stay consistent with the right actions day after day, the results will follow naturally. But what if the results still aren't showing up? What do you do then? So, what happens when things don't go as planned? Do you give up? Do you throw in the towel? Absolutely not. You adjust. You pivot. You try a different approach. Remember, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every setback, every obstacle, every mistake is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to improve. Embrace those moments, learn the lesson, then get back up and keep moving forward. The 7th step in your 6-month plan is celebrating progress. Some people say, I'll celebrate when I reach my goal. But that's a mistake. If you wait until the finish line to celebrate, you're missing out on one of the most powerful motivational tools available. Success isn't just about the destination, it's about the journey. It's about acknowledging the small wins along the way, because those small victories build momentum, confidence, and motivation when things get tough. Celebrate every milestone you hit. Celebrate every obstacle you overcome. Celebrate every single day you stick to your plan. It doesn't have to be grand. Maybe it's your favorite coffee, a quiet walk, or a well-earned break. What matters is recognizing your progress. Because here's the truth. Success breeds success. The more you acknowledge your growth, the faster you'll create more of it. It's a positive cycle that propels you toward your goals faster than you ever imagined. The 8th step in your 6-month plan is building resilience. The path to success isn't straight, smooth, or easy. There will be obstacles, there will be setbacks, and there will be days when quitting seems tempting. But the difference between those who reach their dreams and those who don't is resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back, to push forward when everything in you wants to stop. And it begins with perspective. Don't see obstacles as roadblocks. See them as challenges. Don't see failure as the end. See it as a lesson. Don't see setbacks as reasons to quit. See them as opportunities to grow stronger. Remember, diamonds are formed under pressure. Gold is purified by fire. And just like them, your character, strength, and resilience are forged in the fires of adversity. When things get tough, and they will, don't run from it. Don't hide. Face it head on, because on the other side of that struggle lies the life you've been working for. That's where your dreams are waiting. The 9th step in your 6-month plan is surrounding yourself with the right people. Success isn't a solo sport, it's a team effort. And the people you allow into your circle can either accelerate or destroy your progress. Take a hard look at those around you. Are they supporting your dreams, encouraging your growth, and pushing you to be better? Or are they dragging you down, filling your mind with doubt, telling you your goals are impossible? If it's the latter, it's time for a change. You don't have to cut people out of your life, but you do need to limit your exposure to negative influences and intentionally seek out positive ones. Find people who share your vision. Connect with those who have already achieved what you're striving for. Join mastermind groups, attend networking events, and seek mentors who challenge you to grow. When you surround yourself with success, success becomes normal. It becomes expected, even inevitable. And here's the best part. Once you start reaching your goals, you'll become that source of inspiration for others. You'll be the positive influence that sparks change in someone else's life. That's how we create a ripple effect of success that spreads far beyond ourselves. The 10th step in your 6-month plan is developing discipline. Now, I know discipline isn't the most exciting word. It doesn't sound fun or glamorous. But let me tell you, discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement. Motivation is temporary. It fades. Some days, you'll wake up ready to conquer the world. Other days, you'll struggle just to get started. But discipline is what carries you through both. Discipline is steady. It's reliable. It's what gets you to do what must be done, no matter how you feel. So, how do you develop discipline? You start small. Choose one simple habit. Maybe it's waking up 30 minutes earlier, exercising for 15 minutes a day, or reading 10 pages of a book. Whatever it is, pick one thing and commit to it every single day for the next 30 days. No excuses, no exceptions. At first, it will be hard. You'll have to push yourself. But stay with it, because after a few weeks, something incredible happens. It gets easier. It becomes automatic. It becomes part of who you are. And once you've mastered one habit, move on to the next and the next. Before long, you'll become a disciplined, focused, unstoppable force moving toward your dreams. Remember, discipline is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. And the stronger your discipline, the closer you move toward success. The 11th step in your 6-month plan is staying flexible. Now, you might be thinking, wait, Jim, you just told us to be disciplined, and now you're saying to be flexible? Which is it? The truth is, it's both. You need the discipline to stay consistent, but also the flexibility to adapt when life changes course. Because life doesn't always follow your plan. Circumstances shift, new opportunities appear, and unexpected challenges arise. If you're too rigid, you might miss something amazing, or worse, keep chasing a path that no longer serves you. So, how do you stay flexible? You stay aware. You stay open. You stay willing to adjust your approach without losing sight of your goal. Stay open-minded. Stay curious. Always look for better ways to move forward. Keep asking yourself, is this still the best path to my goals? Is there a smarter, faster, or more effective way? And if you find one, don't be afraid to change direction. Don't let the fear of starting over hold you back, because it's not really starting over. It's starting again with more experience, more wisdom, and more strength than before. Remember, the goal isn't to stick to the plan no matter what. The goal is to achieve your dreams. And sometimes, that means taking a detour, finding a new route, or blazing your own trail. The 12th and final step in your 6-month plan is taking care of yourself. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Jim, I don't have time for self-care. I'm too busy chasing my goals. But here's the truth. If you don't take care of yourself, you won't have the energy to take care of your dreams. Success isn't just about what you achieve. It's about who you become along the way. And if you sacrifice your health, your relationships, or your peace of mind, then what's the point? Make self-care a non-negotiable part of your plan. Get enough sleep, eat nutritious foods, exercise regularly, and take time to rest and recharge. Nurture your relationships, feed your spirit, and protect your peace. Because your energy, creativity, and productivity all flow from your well-being. When you care for yourself, you show up as the best version of you, day after day, week after week, month after month. Remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. It's what allows you to keep giving your best to your goals, your dreams, and the world around you. Now, let's bring everything together. You've learned 12 powerful steps for your 6-month success plan: clarity, commitment, creating a roadmap, taking massive action, continuous learning, measuring progress, celebrating wins, building resilience, surrounding yourself with the right people, developing discipline, staying flexible, and taking care of yourself. But here's the truth. Knowledge alone isn't power. Applied knowledge is power. So, what will you do with what you've learned today? Will you let it fade away? Or will you take action? Because right here, right now, you have a choice. You can keep walking the same path, or you can choose to change it. You can commit to your dreams. You can commit to this plan. And 6 months from now, you'll look back and be proud of how far you've come. Wishing you health, happiness, and success ahead. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Mindset Daily, for more inspiration on your journey.